Okay, I think this is it. We're live. And I am excited about how nervous I am about this. I like the feeling of pushing past my comfort zone. So my name is Rivkah, and I'm just going to wait one more minute. I am here from Halifax, Nova Scotia, and it's a beautiful sunny day. It's a little Palo Santo to get me in the mood. I just want to channel all of the people who do lives so well that I love, like Melissa Collerette and Elena Brower and Samantha Lotus. So, what is coaching? I just want to preface this by saying that coaching can be a lot of things to a lot of different people, and the only thing I can speak to is what coaching is for me. And so the format I'm going to do today is that we're going to say like 2 truths and a myth, or 2 things I think coaching is and 1 thing I think coaching is not. So first of all, coaching is really about the present. It's where are you now? What's going on in your life? What's going on in your body? And in my type of coaching, my teacher's name is Kobe Kozlowski, and she's amazing. I'll link to her in the comments. It's based on yogic philosophy. I'm also a yoga teacher. So in yoga philosophy, we talk about having 5 bodies, also known as the koshas. And one of the things that I do in my coaching is work with my clients in my 5 bodies. So really quickly, the 5 bodies that I work with are the physical body, so my skin, and the body that moves around. And this is somatic coaching, and so we're going to work with the body. And so you can see my body is reacting to being on camera. I'm a little bit nervous. The next body is our breath body. And if you want to take a deep breath with me, and a deep exhale with an open mouth. See, I already feel better. That's my breath body. And the mind is the next body. That's the part of you that's like thinking about what you're going to do next. And it's the part of me that's worrying about what you think about this video. So that's the mind. And then we have the witness. And the witness body is the part that just sees it all and understands that this is part of the process, and doesn't judge whether things are good or bad. Finally, we have the bliss body, and it's the outer layer, or perhaps the inner layer, depending on how you look at it. And this is the body that's connected to everything, that's connected to something that's greater than myself, that's bigger. So a higher power, perhaps a divinity, a spirituality. So those are our 5 bodies, and in coaching, I work to get those bodies working together with my clients, and that helps them lead happier, healthier lives. So here we are, present in coaching, present ideally in our 5 bodies, and then we're going to talk about where you want to go moving forward, and where do you want to go next. So past is really important, and it's really important to understand your past and to be with it. That's just not coaching, according to me. So it's not what we're going to be doing. Instead, we're going to figure out where you want to go, and if you already know where you want to go, I'm going to help you get there. So a lot of people don't know where they want to go, or they don't perhaps know their purpose. Coaching can help you figure that out. And we talk about, in my style of coaching, is the purpose of your life and the particles of your life. So the purpose of your life is, why are you here on this planet? Like, what do you have to give? And what is your gift? Because my belief is that you are special, you are unique, you are magical, and you're denying the world your magic by not finding and sharing that gift. So first step might be to find the gift. find what your purpose is. And then maybe if you already know your purpose or you're comfortable with that, we're going to align the particles of your life with that purpose. So particles are like, who do you live with? Where do you live? What you have for breakfast, where you walk your dog, all of these little things. And I also think that little things is a really big part of coaching. So you don't need to quit your job. You don't need to divorce or do something radical per se. It's the little things that make a big difference. And my teacher, Kobe, talks about the 1 degree shift. So she has a whole amazing TED talk on this, and I'll link to it in the comments. But basically the idea is that what can you do today? What can you do this week? What can you do this month? The tiny little change, the little shift you're going to make that's going to drastically change your future. So think of a boat. And here in Halifax, there's lots of boats, and we see them all the time. And a lot of people have a lot of knowledge about sailing in boats. So this metaphor is going to get better next time I talk about it. But basically, you're going in one direction in your boat, and then you switch ever so slightly, 1 degree. But in many kilometers or nautical miles later, how different is the place that you're going to get to? It's really different, right? And so that's what coaching is. It's like, what can I do today to get that much closer to my purpose, that much closer to my dream? And this is what I do in coaching is helping my clients figure out what their purpose is and then design their lives. I call myself an experience architect, and I help my clients. So it's a co-creation, and we'll get more to that in a minute, but it's a co-creation with the universe, and it's a co-creation between my clients and I to help them live the lives that they dream of. So this idea of co-creation. So we've done the two things I wanted to share with you about coaching that are true is that it's in the present, and that includes involving all 5 of our bodies, and that it's about the future, where you want to go, and the little things. So what I hear a lot is that coaching is advice. So in my opinion, coaching is not advice, and I don't give my clients advice. What I do give my clients is perhaps a different perspective and suggestions. So all coaches are different, and that's what's amazing. And it's so important to try different coaches before you pick one, and work with different people throughout your life, because we all have different gifts. One of my gifts is I see possibilities. It's my superpower. So something I might do with my clients is help them to see possibilities that are hidden to them. When you're deep in your stuff and you're deep in your life, sometimes you don't see the different possibilities that are out there. So while I won't give advice, I'll suggest things to my clients. And it's really not like I'm a coach and so I have life figured out. It's not it at all. It's like I can see these possibilities and suggest ways that maybe you want to do things a little bit differently to get different results. These are the little things that we're shifting. So I think that's what I wanted to share with you about coaching today. And I'm going to put the links in the comments. If anybody has any questions, then I can answer them, or you can message me later. I'm also going to put a link to my free trial session. If you want to give coaching a try, if you have more questions, if you just want to talk about it, I offer always a free trial coaching session so you can get a flavor for it, and so that we can see if we're a good fit. And I'll also put in the comments a link to my teacher Kobe's TED Talk about the little shift that makes big changes. So thank you. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for being curious about coaching. I hope that you have an amazing weekend. I hope that you connect to all 5 of your bodies and the people that you love. And we're going to be back next week because, we say in coaching, where there's resistance, there is growth. And how uncomfortable it makes me to be live on Facebook and on Instagram tells me that I need to do it more often. So for the foreseeable future, every Friday at noon EST, 1 Atlantic, 10 a.m. Central, I'm going to do a few minutes live and talk about what's coaching. So thank you. Mwah! Have a great day. And